So, a very good afternoon to all of you. In the previous class, we have seen account, types of account, principles of account, and we saw the relationship of this concept with the business transaction. Today's class will take forward the business transaction and will understand a technique called always hint. So today's class we have business transaction and always hint. So first let us understand what is business. Business is any undertaking or any activity to earn a profit. To earn profit. Any activity to earn profit is called as a business. Essentially, in business we have two people. For the two people, one, you have the businessman. You have the businessman, and the second, you have the business. Businessman is a separate entity. Business also is a separate entity. Entity means they have their own individuality. Businessman is a natural person. Business is an artificial person. Okay, this is what you must be aware of. So in business, there are two people. One is the businessman and other is business. Though the businessman is starting the businessman is a separate entity, the business is a separate entity. Entity means anything that has an individuality by itself. So businessman is a natural person and business is an artificial person. So this is okay. Now we'll just look at some example. Now we have Dhirubhai Ambani. Dhirubhai Ambani. So he is the businessman who started the business called Reliance Industries. Next, we have Narayana Murthy. He is the businessman. He started the business called Infosys, company called Infosys. We have Azim Premji. He started a business called Wipro. So these are the businessman and this is the business. The businessman is different, the business is different. The businessman is a natural person, is a natural entity. The business is an artificial person, it is a legal entity. What do you mean by this is a natural entity? And this is a legal entity. So the businessman has his own individuality. The business also is a separate person, and who is saying that it is a legal entity? The law is saying that in every business also is a separate person. So there is a distinction between these. It is for example like this. Let us take an example. This is like the parent, and this is like the child. Okay, it's like parents beget a children. Businessman starts a business. Parents beget a children. So parent are separate entity and children are separate entity. Both are two different entities. Okay, in the parent, mother is separate entity, father is a separate entity. The children, the brother is a separate entity and the sister is a separate entity. So we just can't say the parent and child are one and the same. No, everybody has their own individuality. Everybody is a separate entity, exactly like that. Though Dhirubhai Ambani has started Reliance Industries, Dhirubhai Ambani is a separate person Reliance Industries is a separate person. The only thing is here both the parent and children are natural person. But in this case, in case of business, the businessman is a natural person where the business is an artificial person. Now here, both the parent and child put together, you call them as a family. And here, the businessman and the business put together, we call it as a business organization. I hope it is clear. So the first thing, what is this? This is the concept of separate legal entity where the business and businessman are two different entities. They are two different persons. But one is a natural person, the other is an artificial person. Now when you look at the business, I said in yesterday's example, when we understand transaction, we said the business requires an investment of how many lakhs? 10 lakhs. In this 10 lakhs, the businessman is giving how much to the business? He is giving 4 lakhs to the business. The business requires, if you want to start the business called general store, the business required an investment of 10 lakhs. From where did the business get that money? So the businessman has given 4 lakhs to the business and the bank has given a loan. The bank has given a loan. The bank has given a loan of 6 lakhs to the business. Means what does this mean? Loan means any amount that is repayable. The business should repay this 6 lakhs to the bank and the business should repay the 4 lakhs to the business. So now if you see this, then we understood if business and businessman are one and the same, then there is no question that the business need not repay the bank loan. The businessman is going to repay the bank loan. But here it is not like that. So the business took 4 lakh from the businessman. The business took 6 lakhs from the bank. The business is responsible. The business is an artificial person. It is responsible for repaying 6 lakhs to the bank, and the business also is responsible for giving back this 4 lakh to the businessman. So this is the concept of separate legal entity. And now all the accounts are not written for the businessman. They are maintained for the business. So when we are writing accounts or maintaining accounts, we are not writing the accounts for the businessman. We are writing the accounts of the business. We are not working for the businessman. We are working for the business. The businessman is not paying us the salary. The business is paying me the salary if I am working for this business. So this is the concept of separate legal entity. Therefore, now come back here. When the businessman is giving money to the businessman is giving how much? 4 lakhs to the business. The money which the businessman gives the business is called as capital. So capital is what? The money the businessman he is giving the business, that money is called as capital. If businessman is giving money to the businessman also can take money from the business. So if the businessman is taking money from the business, he is taking, suppose the businessman needed some 20,000 rupees and he is taking the 20,000 rupees from the cash box of the business. So when the businessman is taking money from the business, it is called as drawing. So we saw some 2 technical words, capital and drawing. So what is capital? The money that is given by the businessman to the business is called as capital, and the money that is taken by the businessman from the business is called as drawing. You know, drawing water from the well. Drawing water from the well means you're taking water from the well. So something like that. If the businessman is taking money from the cash box of the business, then it is called as drawing. And if the businessman is giving money to the business, it is called as capital. So this is the first concept with regard to business, and we understood that business is a separate legal entity. That is, businessman is different and the business is different. So having understood what is a business, we'll next go to understanding what is a business transaction. We already understood the business transaction. All business activities that can be measured in money, such business activities are called as business transactions. So we took a list of 14 transactions. In the previous class also we have revised them. Let us recall the transactions one by one. So I said 4 lakhs. The hint was 4 lakhs. 4 lakhs was what? The money that the businessman gave the business. So 4 lakhs. The money given by the businessman to the business is called as what? It is called as capital. So 4 lakhs capital. Opposite. Money given by the businessman to the business is called capital. If businessman is giving money to the business, capital. If businessman is taking money from the business, it's called as what? It is called as drawings. So like this we got the first 2 business transactions. Next, then we said 6 lakhs. What was 6 lakhs? 6 lakhs was loan taken. Now what is the opposite of this? Whatever loan we take, all this loan should be repaid. So the opposite transaction is loan repaid. Loan taken and loan repaid. We are going further. So like that we said the businessman has collected 10 lakhs and now what is he doing that first? With that he is buying assets. So the hint I gave was property. So property is nothing but what? Asset. So it is asset purchased. So what is the opposite for asset purchase? So if the asset we purchase, a new asset, and once the asset becomes old, we sell the asset. So the opposite is asset sold. Asset purchased, asset sold. Then the next hint I gave is product. Product is nothing but what? Goods. So it will be goods purchased. And the opposite for goods purchased will be what? Goods sold. Assets will help you in conducting your business, and in the business what do you conduct? You buy and sell goods. So it is assets purchased and goods purchased. Then I said damage. When we purchase the goods, if any goods are damaged, what do? We return them. So the transaction was purchase, return. And the opposite for this will be what? Sales, return. And then I said money. So the transaction here was cash received. The opposite for this transaction is what? Cash paid. And then I said last. It is expense, and the opposite for expense is income. So these are all the various business transactions which we have seen in the previous class. Now from here we have to go a little further.